Okay. Whew. Recording this off recording because I really pretty much stuttered like half the time. So I'm re-recording this just for quality reasons. So, full disclaimer, I will put a link in the description. I was watching a video on Tokyosaurus and YouTube, and I was under recent video. They had a viral video about a Twitter post of things that basically for him, the Twitter poster mangas learned from him, I think, or anime. So it was mostly about it was about a Twitter post a couple months ago, and that went viral of one anime or manga, and one word. It was pretty obvious which anime of the main of the character that he drew specifically, and the word he used. It was pretty obvious which anime. Some of them, not all of them, some of them. So, from that video, and like how all trending stuff are at times, and I was pretty interested in it, so I might as well show anime characters I've watched and learned, specifically for me, what I've learned and what they learned too. So from that, yeah, I'll provide a link of the Tokyosaurus video that I saw. So this is basically each character that I show, and I'm not gonna call out that character, and actually no, I'll call it the character name. I'll just don't say the anime. Yeah, basically. Well, you'll see like a character name and what show it's from. So the first one is Kirito, and what I've learned from him is basically overcome. And over the course of 2 seasons and the movie, he has overcome many struggles in his VR life and his real life too. From surviving SAO, saving Asuna, protecting the VR world from Laughing Coffin, getting Excalibur. Mother Rosario was mostly Asuna, so nothing. Ordinal Scale was getting Asuna's memory back and finding the truth of augmented reality. Well, the augmented reality headset thing. I don't remember what it was called. I need to rewatch that movie. So, the reason why I picked Overcome was Kirito has overcome the many obstacles in his VR and real life, as I said. And I partly admire that at times, because despite what people might think of him being a harem character, part of a harem, technically having his own harem, despite all that and his controversy as people see him as a character, I do see his flaws and his strengths and weaknesses. So he did have his weak moments, because no one is perfect at times, and he overcomes all of his struggles within each arc, either by himself, what he experienced. Like in SAO, he experienced all experienced death, well, seeing death, and friendship, relationship, and what else? Well, mostly he learned everything, learned all of his experience from Asuna, so that's mostly what made him as he was today, in the anime. So I sort of do admire his overcome and struggles mostly. I do like him as a character, despite how people see in him. I feel like I don't want to say that they're undermining. I do like the character, and so next one is Arimakose, and his is the word I've chosen was unrequited. Oh, during the whole anime, it's both basically everything is unrequited, so that's sort of a given. But he did have his unrequited love with Kaori, because he did never say he loved her. She did, but he didn't. She never got him to heard him to say that way. All they had was their final goodbyes with that final performance, and she left them. So, but they had each other during the whole anime. Even though he didn't realize he did like Kaori till like near the end of the season. So despite him playing piano again and making new friends along the way, he still never specifically got together with Kaori. There was a couple moments, but they weren't exactly in a relationship, so they were just a moment together, which was nice in a way, but they never got to express for each other. So
now you'll bow to me.
And I sort of understood that unrequitedness of it, because sort of did experience of it a couple of times. So next one is Guilty Crown. I was right. I wasn't supposed to say the name anime. Okay, so well, This character is Oma Shu. I picked Oma Shu specifically. And the word I thought of was lost in a way. Because he has lost a lot of things in his Shu's life. All of his, well, his sister and his friendship with Triton. And along the way of during the anime, he did lose a lot. Not a lot. He just lost. He lost his trust in his friends. He lost himself, and oh right, he did lose a daring friend, and he lost Inori. So I do understand part of his loss. I won't dive in too deep into it, but let's just say I did lose. So Shu did gain his life and his friends in the end, but he did lose a lot of things, especially Inori. Despite for Inori to be with him, like in him the whole time during the last scene, after the last fight scene. He did still lose her. So, next one is Sorata, Kanda Sorata. And the reason why I picked Dreams is pretty simplistic. It's pretty simplistic. Is his dreams is not his, but Dreams is the one that what this anime is about, because all of the characters has hope and dreams, but Sorata is just an average person who just wants to program games. Basically, he wanted to do. And he did have many not interference, but jealousy, in a sense of people around him are so talented, and he felt not guilty but discouraged. But Dreams is the one that basically was partly what kept him going, because he wanted to do something in his life. Yeah, I understood that. We all wanted to do some things in our lives. I do too. I do have dreams too. So next one is I sort of cheated a bit with this one. So the next one is Azumi and Akane. And the reason why I picked two of them is their phone. Their phone was the one that kept them together. Because during the Because during the final scene, the final episode of the final scene at the ending credits, their phone what kept them talking. Their phone what kept them together. Basically. So, and their phone was the one that started their whole relationship, basically. Even though they only just met during their own school year, most of their conversation was talking on the phone, essentially. Even though they did get together at times, their phone and line were was the one that kept them together during that hard couple of year long distance relationship that they had.
Thanks, but
so gosh. Oh, I need a drink. Alright. Next one is Yahari no Ore no Senshun Love-com, or rom-com, Machigete Nai. I think, along the way. But, I told myself I wasn't saying the anime. I still said it. Rip me. But, Hikigai Hachiman. And it's a direct reference of, in this episode in season 2 was genuine. Genuine is what Hachiman wanted. He had a monologue of him wanting something real, wanting something genuine in his life. Nothing too cliche or trendy, or even Faro, same thing. Same thing with everyone else, basically. He just wanted something real, something unique to him. And I did cry during that part. He wanted something genuine, to be honest. But basically that whole anime was basically a life lesson in a sense. So genuine is what Hachiman wanted in his wanted and needed help on, basically, despite all the not interference, everything that got in his way during his life. Alright, so next one is Edward Elric, and this one's pretty obvious. Equivalent exchange. Equivalent exchange is pretty much what it is with Edward Elric is everything that was given and he wanted, he had to give back. Whatever, it's everything that is one for one. Except for human life. Human life is not given one for one. So no, that one was pretty simplistic, so I don't need to go on further. Yeah. Next one is Suka Suka. I said it again. Rip. Wilhelm. And the reason why I picked Wilhelm is he wanted to protect something. He wanted. He protected everyone. He wanted to protect every single girl in the dorm. So, especially Kotori, considering how much he loved her and she loved him. He wanted to protect his family essentially. He didn't want to lose another one that he cared about. Yeah. So next one is Shoya. Shoya wanted to listen. Not wanting to, but he had to listen to everything that is surrounding him. He can't cover his ears and shut off everything off in the world. And even though I understood him, he was willing to listen to everything that everyone wanted. Especially when he got back together with reunioned with fuck, what was her name? Fuck, I don't. Oh yeah, Shoko. When he reunited with Shoko, his life changed for the better. Essentially, he was willing to listen, even though Shoko can't speak properly like anyone should. He was willing to listen to her. And after that, he was willing to listen to everyone, especially his childhood, some of his elementary school friends that he was that betrayed him, made him a scapegoat for what happened to Shoko. But listening is a hard one because there's some things you don't want to hear and some things you have to hear, but hearing them over and over again makes you go crazy. Even I wanted to cover my ears. I wanted to cover my ears from everything. Moving on. Next one is Kuhaku. And there was a reason for that because you cannot separate Sora and Shiro because you never can, never will. So Kuhaku. And this one was pretty simple too, is togetherness. Togetherness is what is basically Kuhaku is. And Kuhaku with Sora and Shiro, they're the ones that overcome each game that they were thrown at. It was their bond between the two that they won every game, especially the Eastern Federation one. So, last one, I'm only gonna do 10 of these, is good thing I stuttered, is Shun Matsuoka. And the reason why I did him is the whole anime is about their youth, and youth is the one that with their experience in high school, and I'm jealous of that technically because I never had a real high school life, well, stable one technically. So for him and youth is the one that made it fun. I use youth and Shin is because when I watched this anime, I always felt jealous. Jealous in the sense that you never get to experience that way. And I did love the anime and love the slice of life that it gave. And their carefreeness of being in high school. I wanted to use that as a sign, in a sense. More like I just wanna use that. Damn it, I'm jealous of a lot of things. I'm a little bit too envious of a lot of things. So that's the some of the animes I've done. Well, what I think that are one word for me that I've learned. Still, full disclaimer, is not my idea. I did not. The anime choices were mine, and the word choices were mine alone. But the idea was based on that Twitter post So I will not take full credit, but I will gladly accept the idea. So I guess that's it for now. Depending on what happens, I'll probably do another one. I'll probably do like one for a manga or visual novel. No, probably not visual novel because I haven't played a lot of visual novel. I'll probably do another anime one. Because there's a lot of anime that I learned. So that is it. It's over. Gosh. I'll let the gameplay roll if I did fail during the Hades escape part, and that took me a long time, and I still haven't finished it during that recording. I will just leave the gameplay up until the end, and thank you for watching, and well, watching and listening, and I'll see you guys later.
By the by, what's down there?
Just the underworld's deepest dungeon. That's it. That's it. Is that all you got? Is that all you got?
Something's wrong.
I feel kind of funny.
That's right. See, that's the thing. In the underworld, heroes are zeros. Comes. That's it. Farewell.
There is a